It was on a family gathering. Emotions were flowing, the feeling of surprise was rising, and the intensity was high. We were there sitting and sharing laughs, and then I heard that scream. I ran to see what's going on, and at that moment, I just stood there with my jaw dropped and my eyes popped. And you know what I saw? I'll tell you in a bit. The moment I heard that scream, the second I saw what I saw, I was shocked. I mean, I knew it would happen sooner or later, but I didn't know it would happen that soon. And there was my wife, standing still, holding that plastic tiny test. My name is Ali, and around 7 months ago, I found out that I'm going to be a father. And the first time I said I was ready for this, I swear to God I wasn't. I just didn't want anyone to worry. I didn't want me to worry. Because after quiet nights and long walks, I realized that what I actually felt was something else. Small, polite lies I'd been telling myself for months. When I said I was ready, it was like wearing a big "do not worry" sticker. In our country, where things feel unstable, being ready is a survival story. You say you're fine, so your family doesn't worry. You say you'll handle it, so people can sleep. So here's the main thing I want you to take away today. Telling the truth to yourself is not a failure. It's the first brave thing that lets you get better. Whether you're a student, a doctor, or a parent, we all carry small lies. We all say we're ready when we're not. Students say it before an exam. Parents say it before life hits them. We say it at work, at home, with friends, and most of the time, these aren't lies to others. These are lies we tell ourselves just to breathe. Now, the most important thing is that when I said I was ready, it was like wearing a big "do not worry" sticker, okay? So, the day I saw that tiny blue line on the test, it felt bigger than a billboard. I said what I thought I was supposed to say. We can do this, right? Then, 2 weeks later, I stood alone in my kitchen at 2 a.m. and thought, what if I teach the wrong thing? What if I hold the baby wrong? What if she started coughing? What if I wasn't enough? And on that night, I stood in front of the mirror and asked, Ali, how are you going to do this? And the mirror, obviously, didn't say anything. It was too filthy to see anything anyway. So I gave it a shine, focused, and had to ask one question. How can I be sure I'm teaching truth if I'm still lying to myself? And that question changed everything. Honesty didn't hand me a map, it gave me a starting line. So I started using 4 baby steps. You can call them NASS. N-A-S-S. M. Name it. I'm scared I got this wrong. Or I'm scared I'm gonna mess up this TEDx speech. I don't know. But when I say it out loud, the fear stops being the boss. It becomes just a fact. A. Ask one honest question each morning. A text I should send? A call I should make? A help I should ask for? S. Share it with one person. Send a message. Check on me next Friday. Or I need help. Honesty doesn't make you weak. It makes you reachable. And reachable people get help. And help people get better. And the last S is start tiny. 2 minutes only. Draft the first sentence. Make the first call. Change that filthy diaper in my case. 2 minutes is shorter than an espresso shot. So we've got this. Then repeat. Name, ask, share, and start. NAS. Not ready becomes learning, one baby step at a time. And the point is, honesty is not one big moment. It's small conversations and tiny steps. The day I said out loud to my wife, I don't know how to do this, the room changed. Not because she judged me, but because I was honest. I was honest to myself. It was like opening a window. Air suddenly came in. We planned. We asked for help. We learned. I didn't become perfect, but I became human. Human enough to learn, honest enough to grow. If you remember one thing tonight, remember this. You don't have to be ready. You just have to be honest. Because the day I was honest with myself that I wasn't ready was the day I started getting ready. And now, every night before I sleep, I think of the moment I'll hold my daughter for the first time. Not as a perfect father, not as someone who has everything figured out, but as someone who can look at her tiny face and say, I don't know everything, but I'm here. And I'm honest and I'm learning for you. Sometimes the smallest person in your life can be the greatest reason you grow. And if she ever wonders, who taught me to become the man I am? Well, I will tell her, it was the little girl who taught me to hold my own truth. Thank you.